6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Miriam Khan. First, the headlines. 4 soldiers have embraced martyrdom in terrorist attack on security forces in Dir and North Waziristan districts. Pakistan has reiterated its full support and solidarity with Saudi Arabia against any threat to its security and territorial integrity. Prime Minister has emphasized that stability of economy and facilitating the business community is top priority of the government. Members of European Union Parliament have called for trade and travel sanctions on India over the alarming human rights situation in occupied Kashmir. Amnesty International has demanded an end to continued lockdown in occupied Kashmir, urging India to let people of the territory speak. 3 Nobel Prize laureates have demanded of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to rescind its award to India Prime Minister for its blatant human rights violations in occupied Kashmir. And now the news in detail. 4 soldiers have embraced martyrdom and 1 got injured in terrorist attack on security forces in North Waziristan and in Deep district. According to Director General ISPR Major General Asif Ghafoor, 3 soldiers were martyred and 1 injured in Dir when terrorists opened a fire from across the border on Pakistan Army troops busy in border fencing. The Shaheed soldier, including Lance Naik Sayyid Amin Afridi, aged 28-year resident of District Khyber, Lance Naik Mohammad Shoaib Sawati, aged 31 years, District Mansehra, Sepoy Kashif Ali, aged 22 years, resident of District Nowshera. In another incident in North Waziristan, miscreants opened a fire on routine patrolling party of security forces near Abba Khel Spins Farm area late last night. Spoy Akhtar Hussain, 23 years of age, who is a resident of District Baltistan, embraced Shahadat in the incident. In exchange of fire, 2 miscreants were also killed. A woman was martyred and 6 persons, including 4 women, were injured when Indian troops resorted to unprovoked firing in Nakial and Jandrot sectors along the line of control, targeting civil population. According to ISPR, the woman named Fatima Bibi is aged 40 years and resident of village Balakot. The injured have been evacuated to nearby medical facility for the necessary medical treatment. Meanwhile, Indian troops have resorted to unprovoked firing in Haji Pir sector along the line of control. According to ISPR, Havaldar Nasir Hussain embraced martyrdom in the firing. Pakistan has reiterated its full support and solidarity with the brotherly kingdom of Saudi Arabia against any threat to its security and territorial integrity. Foreign Office spokesperson in a statement today said that while condemning the drone attack on Saudi oil processing facility Bokhiak and Khorais oil field, said that such acts to sabotage the disrupt commercial activities causing fear and terror cannot be condemned. The spokesperson said Pakistan hopes that such attacks will not be repeated given the potential damage they can cause to the existing peaceful environment in the region. Prime Minister Imran Khan has emphasized that the stability of economy and facilitating the business community is top priority of the government. He was chairing a meeting of government's economic team in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister directed various ministries to devise a clear mechanism based on timeline to achieve the quarterly targets and accomplishments. He also called for presenting out of the box solutions of proposal to improve the economy and to make consultations with all stakeholders in order to start implementing the workable suggestions. Imran Khan said the baseless propaganda against the economy should be rebutted with the complete facts so that the people have been clear picture of a past situation and current improvement. Referring to importance of agriculture in the nation economy and the steps taken by the government to revolutionize the sector, the Prime Minister said the government has constituted a detailed policy for the promotion of all areas of agriculture. He said need of the hour is to appraise the people of his policy and all the related steps for their benefit. Imran Khan said promotion of small and medium enterprises is among the priorities of the government. Law Minister Farooq Naseem says the new laws are being introduced to provide the inexpensive justice to the people. He was addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, along with the Special Assistant on Information and Broadcasting, Firdaus Ashik Kawan, and the provincial law ministers of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Punjab. The law minister said that these laws have been framed following the inputs by the prime ministers and expressed the confidence that it will also be replicated in the provinces. Speaking on the occasion, Special Assistant on Information Firdaus Ashik Kawan said the government is making efforts to bring the country out of obsolete system, and all the institutions are striving to give the Prime Minister's roadmap a reality. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. AJK President Sardar Masood Khan has said that India cannot suppress the freedom struggle of Kashmiri people by use of force. Addressing the Pakistani and Kashmiri communities in Brussels, he said Kashmiris have never accepted Kashmir as a part of India and never will they do is in future. The AJK president called for resolutions of the festering dispute in accordance with the UN Security Council resolutions. Members of European Union Parliament have called for trade and travel sanctions on India over the alarming human rights situation in Indian-occupied Kashmir. These views were expressed at a conference jointly organized by the Friends of Kashmir groups in the European Parliament and the Jammu Kashmir Self-Determination Movement at the European Parliament in Brussels. Co-chair of the Friends of Kashmir group in the EU Parliament, Richard Corbett, called for utilizing all the possible means to mount the pressure on India to ease the military curfew in occupied Kashmir. The Friends of Kashmir groups also proposed that the resolutions be presented in the EU regarding the situation in occupied Valley. Last month, members of this group had visited Azad Kashmir. During the visit, the EU members had a chance to meet the victims of unprovoked attack from India on the line of control and the relatives of those who had lost their lives in these attacks. The European Parliament will debate an urgent resolution for the human rights violation in Indian-occupied Kashmir on Tuesday at Strasbourg City in France. The European Union's High Representatives for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, Federica Mogherini, will deliver a detailed policy statement on the Kashmir situation. Global human rights watchdog Amnesty International, demanding an end to continued lockdown in occupied Kashmir, has urged India to let the people of territory speak. In a video posted on Twitter, Amnesty International has exposed the gruesome crimes being committed by the Indian forces personnel against the people of occupied Kashmir. The video provides a glimpse on the crisis in occupied Kashmir that has gripped the Muslim majority territory since August 5th. 3 Nobel Prize laureates have demanded of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to rescind its award to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi for blatant basic human rights violations in occupied Kashmiri, attacks on minorities in India, and his roles in horrific massacre of Gujarat. In their joint letter addressed to Foundation, Madrid Mogar, Tabakul Adil Salim Karman, and Shiri Abadi expressed their serious reservations. They said under Prime Minister Modi's leadership, India has descended into dangerous and deadly chaos that has consistently undermined the human rights and democracy. US Congressman Rashida Tlaib has strongly condemned the Indian government's revocation of Article 370 and 35A in occupied Kashmir and the subsequent communication blockage and human rights violations there. In a statement, she said the unacceptable actions put millions of people in danger. In occupied Kashmir, a telecom sector has suffered a loss of more than 90 crore rupees as lockdown in Kashmir Valley continued on 41st consecutive day today. Mobile internet services have been snapped and calling has been barred across the occupied Kashmir since the August 5th, when Narendra Modi-led Indian government announced the repeal of the special status of the territory. And finally, the weather report. Mainly hot and humid weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain, wind, thunderstorm is expected at isolated places in Malakand, Hazara, Mardan, Peshawar, Kohat, Rawalpindi, Gujranwala, Lahore, Sargodha divisions, Islamabad, Kashmir, and Gilgit-Baltistan. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.